formidable robot.
You know my name by now. I don't want to keep starting my posts like this, but if you are new regardless, the name is Jay. After the LPI incident and the death of Crane, there was something I found when I came back to Super Nintendo World that dated way back before the Junior Playtesting Program experiments and the Super Show Lost episode titled Mario and the End of the Line. I found something old, something buried underneath layers of dust, rubble and countless lies. Something I almost missed, but am very glad I found it before anyone else threw it away. When I returned to the park again, I didn't enter this time, but I at least planned to before I found this, which was good enough for me. Outside of the entrance, right around it, I found a cracked half-buried entrance to some bunker from the 1930s. It was hidden by decades of overgrowth and decay. Beneath the cracked concrete floor, I discovered an old and torn journal. It was a terrifying story told from the perspective of someone else, but I immediately brought it home to type what was said onto my computer. It was titled Bunker Program N-10, and it was originally written in German, but I translated it to English. And here's what it told me. The Great Second War has torn nations apart, but our work continued in silence. Deep underground, underneath the battlefield, was the bunker known as Program N-10, our source for creation and destruction. Our lead scientist, Dr. Crane, was obsessed with one goal, and that's to tackle the power of ancient life itself to turn the tides of the war. He used a chemical compound. We developed a gas designed to disorient enemy soldiers and make the landscape a living nightmare in their minds. Through the mist, they would see forests of giant mushrooms and monstrous beasts. At first, hallucinations were our greatest weapon. Soldiers reported seeing a large monstrous creature we all named the Koopa King. It was said to be a great dragon-like turtle, towering over the battlefield with empty sockets and a blood-curdling roar. Our enemies fled, terrified by the tales of this monster. However, something went wrong. The king was not a hallucination, and while the gas played tricks on the soldiers' minds, the creature was in fact real, a terrible byproduct of Dr. Crane's reckless experiments as he obsessed over reviving the extinct dinosaurs as he combined DNA with vaporous mutagens, which created the beast that the world wasn't ready for. The king was a living nightmare, an apex predator who stalked the underground tunnels and the surface alike, killing regardless of the victim. Then the soldiers started disappearing, some screams were heard echoing through the bunkers. We tried our best to contain it. We used traps, poison, and even flamethrowers. Nothing worked. I will also share what two of my comrades wrote. The first one was from a soldier in red attire, and the second was from one in green attire. We thought it was just the gas messing with us, one soldier wrote. But the claw marks, the crushed bodies, it was no hallucination, it was real, and it hunted us. Another wrote. Its shell was like burning iron, and its eyes, when looking at you, made it feel like your soul was on fire. We named it the Koopa King. As the war came to a close, the program was abandoned. The king was never captured or killed, only driven away by the destruction that followed. My friend, he sat there bleeding out, and I got close to him, holding him close. I whispered to him closely. Leave luck to heaven. That was the rest of the journal, and then that's when I came across some information in some article regarding the aftermath and legacy. Dr. Crane vanished after the war and eventually resurfaced years later in Japan, joining an entertainment company that relied solely on games to make money. He was still at it, making experiments, and that's when the Junior Playtesting Program came around. Nintendo has been covering this history up. The Koopa King, or Bowser as he would later be known, was never just a myth. He was real, or at least proven by history itself. As for the Mushroom Kingdom, it was stitched together by the company desperately trying to rewrite its past. I am still trying to piece it together, and the journal was just the beginning, a buried truth of what appeared to be a war fought with monsters. Bunker Project N-10 was not just a military experiment, it was the origin of a nightmare that never truly stopped. So far, Nintendo has not confirmed any of this, but it's clear that they are trying to cover it up. There was no family-friendly PR to bury the horrors beneath. I doubt they will even confirm it anyway, and even if they say it's not true, they're lying because why wouldn't they? Corporations tend to lie just to manipulate their consumers. However, I hope to not see the king, as I know he's still out there and definitely not dead. As for the journal, I am keeping it, as I don't want to bring it back to the park, as I keep getting text messages from families who read my LPI post saying that their child was missing, and knowing that alongside the information of the Luigi soup screen died roaming in the park from my friends. Yeah, I don't think I will come back. God, let this be the last. I hope Nintendo doesn't have more secrets they're hiding, as experiencing them myself has been preventing my sleep.